Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. I'm going to go to What's Up With That. That's right. This is a great website done by Anthony Watts into space weather and other weather phenomena, ClimateGate, things like that. Fantastic website, great resource. He says as the sun gets successively more blank with each day, I mean, I don't know if anybody follows the sun, but it is eerily quiet. More quiet than I have ever seen it before. And I'm just, I mean, I scratch the surface when it comes to just being an armchair astronomer. I can't even call myself anywhere near that. However, people like Ben Davidson and his YouTube channel, Suspicious Observers, and his website, he does a great job of highlighting space weather and how the sun interacts with our planet. Same with Anthony Watts. He says, due to the lack of sunspots, it's also dimming. It's dimming. This is according to data from NASA's space weather. So far in 2017, 96 days, or 27% of the days observing the sun has been without sunspots. This is very, very interesting how at the same time we're having major Earth changes, we're also seeing a gradual decrease in total solar irradiance. Now, Anthony's been tracking this since 1978. And total solar irradiance has been going down successively with every solar cycle, every 11-year solar cycle. So each 11-year minimum, we're seeing a decrease in total solar irradiance each time. So that minimum gets quieter and quieter and quieter and quieter. Meanwhile, the maximum's the same thing. They're getting less max, less max, less max. Notice, too, that when this does happen, at the same time, we're seeing a gradual decrease in our magnetic field strength. So I guess you can say, in a very, very generalistic sense, and I mean, this is as vanilla as you can possibly make it, that as the sun gets quieter, so does our magnetic field get weaker. Or so it appears to be. And that's why we see a lot of the things that we're seeing and experiencing weather-wise, earthquake-wise, just earth changes in general. It is not man-made, although they'll want you to believe that. And they've profited handsomely because of the fact that our magnetic field is weakening, and therefore we're letting in more solar particles, and that reacts with our planet in many different ways. So what's interesting, though, is that total solar irradiance changes. And Anthony Watts says as the sunspot numbers increase, so does the total solar irradiance, or how much sunlight we get. You know, how bright is the sun? How much energy are we getting? So as the sunspot numbers increase, so too does the amount of energy we receive. And the interesting thing is, we have not been getting the energy consistently. It's been decreasing. Now, this is going to be a problem. And it's interesting that we're in this time, because one thing you can do is go to ancient texts and find predictions that say, wow, we're getting really close to some very pivotal times in human history. The Bible predicts that in the end, the sun, they say, is going to be as black as sackcloth. Okay, I don't know what that means, how to interpret it. It's okay. But all I'm seeing is the dimming, the gradual dimming of the sun. You have science that's talking about ice ages, and you have biblical prophecy that also predicts that in the end, that says don't travel in the winter. People are going to be displaced. And it says that when that happens, do not move during the wintertime. It's going to be brutal. Brutal. It predicts this, which is interesting, because here we are now in a solar minimum where we're going down, 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 down to the point where, like I say, there's a mini ice age coming. I don't know. I don't know. Meanwhile, you have AI coming at breakneck speed, and the creation of a synthetic form of what the creator created. Okay, so what we're having is the construct within a construct. That is what is being created with AI. And now they're talking about, oh, let's upload consciousness into the AI and all this kind of stuff. They don't even know what the hell they're doing, let alone science can't even answer the simple question of what is the mind? Oh, they'll tell you what a brain is. But then you ask, okay, you know what a brain is? What is the mind? Oop, stops there because you can't. Science can't take any sort of a whack at that. They know that. It's okay. But where does the mind come from? Where are we connecting? That's the question we have to answer, because there's some things that you just can't upload into a machine. It just doesn't reside here. Something to consider, when we start talking about the third eye and our connection. So, it seems to me that technology is catching up with prophecy, is catching up with life, the way we see it. All of this stuff, it's like a perfect storm is bubbling up. And all I can say is the next 30 to 50 years look nuts. So I'll be an old codger, but who knows? Maybe I'll stick around and see the end, and I'll be here with all of you. Yes, riding off into the last sunset before the sun goes black as sackcloth. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me. And visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. # wake the flock up. Have a great day, everybody.